Well, the president is making headlines this week after promising to purge cultural institutions of exhibits and materials that conflict with his political directives. He specifically says that museums were too focused on highlighting negative periods of American history like slavery. This latest push comes after the White House ordered a sweeping review of the Smithsonian museums and exhibits.
His pushback from the museum is different from his first term.
Of contrast from his first term, when he toured the Smithsonian Museum of African American History and Culture in 2017. He said, quote, "This museum is a beautiful tribute to so many American heroes," end of quote. Since then, new permanent and temporary exhibitions have been added to the Smithsonian, including last year's In Slavery's Wake.
The move to limit exhibits about slavery sparked concern and backlash from historians across the country.
That concern is shared by people right here in our community. Leaders at the Bessie Smith Cultural Center say they're worried about the potential trickle-down effect and what it could mean for students as well as adults when it comes to education and history.
So, I have to be real honest. Slavery was horrible. And of course, when you talk about focusing too much on slavery, I don't understand that, because what we're trying to do is ensure that we don't repeat those type of things.
Elijah Cameron is the Director of Community Relations for the Bessie Smith Cultural Center and Black History Museum. He says they also have concerns and fears about what President Trump's plan for museums could mean for them.
And I think when you talk about the trickle-downs, we're nervous about that, but by the same token, we can't stop telling the real history.
In a social media post, the president said, quote, "The Smithsonian is out of control. Nothing about success, nothing about brightness, nothing about the future." He went on to say on another social media post, "This country cannot be woke because woke is broke," end of quote.
People take that word woke in a different, sometimes it's become a political football, so to speak, where people use it as a term that you're enlightening people too much and making people aware of things too much. That's wrong. People need to be aware.
History shouldn't follow an agenda. What happens, happens, and there are a lot of things that happen that we're not proud of.
Cameron says their museum focuses not just on African American history, but also the history of other cultures and success stories from our community.
It is a mixture. We have what we call the Black Soundtracks in Chattanooga. We talk about all those artists or entertainers that have come out of Chattanooga. That's a big plus.
In the meantime, Cameron says they will continue to tell actual and factual stories of the history of our community and the country.
We can't change what we do because it's important to be able to provide this type of education to our students, not only to the students, but the adults that come through. Because it's very important to talk about the past so we can help plot our future as we move forward.